look at the whole person. Don't put him in a box. Don't think that he has to do everything the way that you do it. Sometimes it's really good to leave them to do something, and they'll come up with a really good idea that you have never thought of before in your life. So a fresh point of view, even from a 16-year-old. I've learned some great things from 16-year-olds.
Young person who's keen to learn, you need to respect that desire. They've come to you wanting to learn, that's the first thing. You need to respect that desire that they are there to learn. They're not there to annoy you or take your time or cost you money.
Having a good connection with each other is a good way for them to feel comfortable with you to feel comfortable with him, and then you have a relationship where you can both be like, yo, I'm not afraid to ask questions, or I'm not, which is half of the issue most times, is like they're too scared to be like, I don't know this.
You've got to get to know who you're working with, because you're sharing your time with somebody, especially at that level. You're sharing your space and he's sharing his space with you.
We do tend to actually plan a pathway for them to their level 4 apprenticeships instead of just throwing them in the deep end and getting them into the bookwork side of things. What we're wanting to do is stage their progression into the level 4 through level 3 quals.
I just speak to him like whenever we stop for lunch, I let him know that like I'm here for you to get better. Just hanging out in general and making it seem chill is important, because you don't always want to be focusing on work, but establishing like a good outer work bond is important, I think.
It wouldn't work if I didn't have a relationship with them, Like we have to manage them on site. We need their respect. I need to respect them. That goes both ways on this.
As young Māori, me and my younger brother Regan, he was qualified at 21, I think by leading by example and showing that as a young Māori boy, he was able to get qualified, and now he's running sites and stuff.
When I was an apprentice, first starting, and all the mistakes that I made, kicking holes in carpets and punching holes in walls and all sorts of things that I did. So I expected of the boys. And I also say to them, just to help them, I say, I'm not interested in how fast you work, I'm interested in how well you work. I want you to work slowly so you don't cause any damage. And if you're not causing any damage, that makes you confident, because when you break something, you're worried for the next few days it's going to happen again.
Having an apprentice has been more of a challenge, I suppose, than I've expected. I thought I would be spending a lot of time training, but it's made me refocus on my own work to not teach this person bad habits. I don't assume that anybody knows what I'm thinking. So I'm very clear. I'm always chatting, making sure that what's needed is understood, what the outcomes are that we're looking for. Always ask the question, because if we get it wrong, that wrong goes right through to the end and becomes a big problem. So a little question now saves a whole lot of pain later.